Morning all, welcome back to our class. Today we start with the next module. It is based on transportation and assignment problem. So first we complete the transportation bit, then we go for the assignment problem. In the transportation, the first bit is transportation definition, then methods to find initial solution. In that we have three different methods to find initial solutions are northwest corner method, or you can say stepping stone, or you can say upper left hand corner method. In the exam you may get from any name. Then second one matrix minimum or least cost. Then third one Vogel's approximation method. Okay, these are different types to find initial solution. Okay, just like in the simplex method, initially we find from the equation we find initial table with some z value, but that is not an optimal solution. Once we find few more iteration until all the indicators are become positive, then only we can stop the problem. Then whatever the answer we obtain for z, that will be the final answer. Similarly here, whatever the answer we obtain from either of these three methods are the just initial solution. In order to get the optimal solution, we go for the next method. It is called as method for checking the optimality is MODI method, modified distribution method. Another name for the method is UV method. Next, we start with the transportation definition. The name itself indicates transportation means transport the goods from the factories to the warehouses. Okay, so whatever the items available in the factory, those are to be transported to the warehouses based on their demand. So just look at here, these are the origin 1 to M and destinations, or you can say the warehouses, these are from 1 to N. Then in the origins, or you can say in the factories, the supply available is A1, A2, A3 up to AM. Similarly, in the warehouses, the demand is B1 to B1, BN. Okay, then each of this value inside the matrix indicate that the cost required to transport goods from factories to warehouses. Then the aim of the transportation problem is to find the minimum transportation cost to supply the goods from all the source to all the destination. Okay. Then here first, whenever the transportation problem is given, always we need to find whether the problem is balanced or not. What you mean balanced is, if I add all the supply, then all the demand both should be equal. Just like here, addition of all supply means, or you can say summation of all supply is A1, A2, A3 is equal to summation of A. This should be equal to summation of all the demand B1, B2 up to Bn. So if whatever the value obtained, if they are equal, then only you can say that it is an balanced transportation problem. Then what is feasible solution? The feasible solution is it is based on the source and destination. In that, feasible solution is called basic feasible solution if total number of allocation equal to m plus n minus 1. Here m indicates the row, n indicates column, minus 1. Or you can say m is the source, n is the number of destination, minus 1. And the given transportation problem is classified in two types. Either it may be a non-degenerate or degenerate. So how to differentiate degenerate and non-degenerate is that based on the allocation. Okay. Once we draw the matrix, we find the minimum transportation cost to reach from all source to all destination based on some cells in the matrix. Those minimum cells are nothing but the allocation. Okay. If allocation is equal to m plus n minus 1, it is non-degenerate. If allocation is less than m plus n minus 1, it is degenerate. Okay. If it is equal, then non-degenerate. If it is less than, then it is degenerate. Then once once we obtain solution, then to obtain the final solution, we go for the optimal. Okay. In the exam, for 5 or 6 marks, we get solve the problem by using northwest corner, matrix minimum or Vogel's approximation method. If you get it for 10 marks, then obviously it should be the Modi method. Means that in the Modi method, before applying Modi method, we have to solve, you have to find the initial solution based on either of these methods given in the exam. Okay. So, first problem, here I have mentioned to find initial solution. The first is northwest corner, matrix minimum. Vogel's approximation method will solve later. This row minimum and column minimum method are not there for your syllabus. Okay. So, for time being, we have northwest corner and matrix minimum and Vogel's approximation method. So, first we'll see these two. Vogel's will be solved later. So, first example is here. So, in the first example, we have to check that given example is balanced or not. So, how to check it? Add all the supply, that is equal to 35. Here, summation of supply is 35. Similarly, add all the demand, which is equal to 35. So, both supply and demands are equal. It is balanced one. Then go for the next step. So northwest corner method, why it is called as northwest means, so here it is east, this is west, north and south. So always we start allocating from the northwest corner, means here the first element is the corner element, we always start allocation from this place only. Similarly upper left hand. So if I stand in front of the problem, upper left hand is always will be the first element. We start the allocation from the first element. Then why it is called as stepping stone. Once we get the solution, then we will come to know why it is called as stepping stone. Then just look at here. Here we start from the first element. So supply is 14, required is 6. So out of 14 I can give 6. So give that 6 here. Then out of 6 demand we are given, it becomes 0. Out of 14 supply we are given 6, so that out of 14 if I remove 6, 8 will be left here. Then whenever either column or row supply or demand becomes 0, then remaining element of those row or column becomes 0. So here this column is becomes 0, this demand 6 already given, it becomes 0. So these two elements are 0. Then come back to the next element. Here for 4, what is supply? Supply is 8, so give 8 here. Then this becomes 0, these two values are 0. Then out of 10, 8 is given, so what is left? 2. So write 2 here. Okay. Then what is 0? This becomes 0, already we made it as 0. Then come back to the next element. So here supply is 16, required is 2. Okay, so give that 2, this becomes 0, out of 16 2 removed, 14 are left. Okay, then when this becomes 0, made this as 0 only. Come back to the next element. So supply is 14, required is 15. So give 14 here, this becomes 0, so this becomes 1. Okay, this becomes 0, so made it as 0. Come back to the next element. So supply is 5, required is 1, so give 1 here. Okay, so 5, if 1 is given, 4 is left. Here 1 already there, just give it, it becomes 0. Okay, get back to the next element. So supply is 4, demand is also 4, so give then this also becomes 0, this also becomes 0. Then when all become 0, we have to stop the iteration. Then at the end, check out how many allocations we got. So first allocation, second allocation, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. So if we draw the line here, this just indicates that it is an step. That is why it is called as a stepping stone. In the exam also, whenever we get a northwest corner method, but you should get the answer like the step only. Okay. Then the number of allocations are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that allocations are 6, number of rows are 3, number of columns are 4 minus 1, 6 equal to 6. So the final solution is, it is an non-degenerate. Okay. Then multiply all the values. 6 into 6 plus 4 into 8 plus 9 into 2 plus 2 into 14 plus 6 into 1 plus 2 into 4. So after adding all this, we get the answer 128. So this is the first solution by using northwest corner method or upper left hand corner, or you can say stepping stone. So the next method is matrix minimum and Vogel's approximation method, that we'll see in the next video tutorial. Thank you. And if any doubts are there, just get back to my WhatsApp number or you can ping me over there. Thank you.